When I was in 8th grade, I was voted most interesting. If you look at my picture, and I hope you don't, you'll see fluorescent hair chalk streaking through my greasy brown hair and dusting my freckles because I didn't own an iron and I didn't care. I recall having a big grin, but I could be wrong. After all, I was bullied as much then for my yellow teeth and their gap as I am now. My sweater is a relic of the then new Chinese fast fashion trend. A paper-thin turquoise sweater with arm sleeve rips and a cacophonous sequined pair of lips on the front. Ironic, right? I'm standing next to the class clown, who I'm uncomfortable standing with because I saw him just a few weeks before wipe his boogers on his basketball shorts while reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid on the bus home from a field trip. He would later go on to make several jokes at my expense over the years. I can't fault him that. You've got to give the people what they want. It should be clear that the most interesting superlative wasn't a compliment. It was clear to me then. Before entering middle school, I had a close friend. She was a child of divorce, and my mom was dead, so we were two peas in a pod. We were close in a way I fear I never will be again with another human being. She's the reason I associate Dr. Pepper with summer. When I write about a comfortable house, I'm usually describing hers. But I remember this one time we were watching a game show. I was so invested. It was life or death for me. And I jumped up screaming when my team won, or when the opposing team won. I really can't remember. But I do remember is that she hit me and said I was being too loud, too weird. I took it in stride. I thought she was helping me fit in. Because even at 11 years old, I knew something was off with me. I don't blame her now, and I don't blame most of the people who hurt my feelings today. I'm 25, and today I felt 11, 13, and 17 again. There will be a song called that. If you've been told you're too loud, if you've ever felt like you could say the exact same thing someone else did, in the exact same way they said it, but people would look at you funny, this is for you. And if you're a fan of my music wondering how this relates to it, I promise it does. Can't remember how it does, but it does. Totally forgot what I was going to say about it. Oh, I do remember. The person who I do blame for being mean today was a coworker. In the group chat, he said, "You're too loud." I said, "Okay." He said, "It's not good." And when he came in a minute later to grab something from the printer, he looked at me and shook his head with a sad smile. That was the face. Like I was a dog that peed the carpet. We don't have an HR. We are a mom and pop business. Life goes on. I believe that picking between minimum wage jobs is like picking who you allow to treat you like shit. That's how it goes. After work, I was in a group of people that I plan to continue hanging out with. Okay, I don't blame these people. I won't get into details, but we were playing an RPG game in which they thought that my character was being too random, I guess going too off topic or something. So they shut my character up twice. Meanwhile, someone else also went on their weird tangents, which were totally fine weird tangents. I just couldn't help wonder what made their weirdness okay and mine not okay. But I didn't blame them because I've been there before. This has happened to me before. On the way home, the guy who led the group had a feeling that I was sad. Maybe because I seemed a little down, or because I excused myself from the table 4 times to go cry in the bathroom with the fan on. And used up like a roll of toilet paper to cry. And I was gonna, didn't want to sound like a crybaby, but Lord knows I am. And I decided in the car tonight would be a turning point where I would be completely honest. I was gonna ask him, and I did ask him, what is it about me that's so weird? I told him the context of everything that's happened over the past few days. Even more things have happened. For example, I'm a highly accomplished, or going to be a highly accomplished writer. I'm doing a lot of work and I'm very intelligent. I have a bachelor's degree and another coworker told me I don't use my brain. That's how it goes. But anyways, going back to my little script here, I told him how I felt, the guy in the car, not the coworker, the guy in the car, and that's when I started to put into words what I've been feeling for a long time, because as he and I pointed out, something about the Los Angeles freeway just really gets the gears going. We live in an impression-forward society. Not communication, not socializing, impression forward. It's not valuable to be intelligent or creative. It's valuable to be likable, to have references on your resume. It doesn't matter how much you've done, you have to have references, to be attractive. And we know we have to fake it till we make it, you know? Pretend you're confident and one day you will be, or you just act like you deserve to be in a room. But we're not told how much energy that takes, how soul-crushing it is. We know we have to fake it till we make it, but for most of us, that means fake it till the end of the day, only to start faking it again in the morning. Ad infinitum. Most people don't like me, and I don't like them. I've been fine with this for a while, as fine as one can be, until I thought about this upcoming artistic endeavor I have. I have an NDA. I think I can talk about what it is, but I don't want to get too specific. I'm being paid to create something, and I'm putting so much into it, and I have people who believe in me. I'm being contracted to make art, and I'm terrified I'll still be unlikable. And on the way home, I told this guy, I just need to be likable for one moment in my life. For me, that's the hardest thing I'll ever do. He's such a, nice guy. He told me when I'm my authentic self, people are jealous. And I was told that growing up too, which gave me a chip on my shoulder. I appreciate his advice. I really do. But I think he's misguided. They're not jealous because I wrote that wrong. They're not jealous because of my freedom. They're threatened by it. People believe if they get the right career, they will one day fall in love and settle down and be happy. They need those norms to exist. For a lot of those people, it's easy enough to fall into those norms. When those norms are threatened, they perceive you as a threat. It's like if you spent all your money on a cinnamon roll because all your life people told you that was the ideal. But then one day someone comes in with an apple fritter and a smile bigger than yours. You don't know what that apple fritter tastes like, and you're not necessarily jealous that they can be happy with something else, but afraid that there can be anything as or more fulfilling than what you've been taught. There are so many more options. That possibility is terrifying, but if you're like me, you embrace that fear. You want to unlock every line of dialogue, see everything there is to see, kiss everyone, or kiss no one. Be weird and loud and inconvenient. Norms are not creative. I was telling him today, the whole fall in love and get married and have kids, even just the whole falling in love thing, that is a norm. That is, an idea. And human beings are so much more creative than one prescribed life path. And if people are telling you you're in the wrong space, in a way, you are. Now, the people today were not telling me I was in the wrong space, and I do plan on continuing out with them. So you should push back. You should voice your concerns. But if you're wondering, this is not my world, it's not your society. It's so weird out here. It is absolutely made to alienate us, so that you will gloss your hair to be more impressive to people. This space wasn't built for us. If the solution were easy, we'd have it. But right now, it's people like you and me communicating, if not as friends, then as people who have similar wishes to be creative and generative with life and exploring the many options and things that a person can be beyond what the society prescribes and incentivizes and rewards. As people who value contributions more than comfort. Again, being told you're in the wrong space does not mean that there is no space for you. There are plenty. It's just designed to be a labyrinth so that you'll stop and settle down somewhere and pretend that you're happy. In my last year of middle school, I was voted most interesting. In my last year of high school, I was voted as most changed. Mind you, a lot of these people were the same people from my middle school. That's how it goes. Technically, I wasn't voted most changed. Everyone said they were going to vote for me until a newly out trans girl told everyone to vote for her instead, which was totally iconic of her. I have always supported trans rights. I even made note of that in many classes. But I was annoyed with her because I needed a win and I didn't even get that superlative. Obviously, I don't give a shit now. But I think the fact that I almost got that superlative tells you a lot about how I had mellowed down more. It's mostly because I was super depressed. I was bullied though. I did change a lot then. I have changed a lot now. I didn't stop being weird. I just stopped telling people about it and started having more lunch with English teachers. I started writing more and creating more. I'm completely unimpressive in person and have online fans. I remember reading and being really, I remember like a Mindy Kaling quote was that like people who peak in high school are like flops later in life, and people who are like the weird kids, and this is like paraphrasing of course, are the weird kids succeed. I don't know if that's true. This girl who was like demonic to me in high school is like living in New York now, which is my dream. And karma isn't real. It's not. I'm sorry. I believe in Greek gods. I'm very spiritual. I love my gods, but I don't believe in karma, and horrible people get great things. But I will say that I am so deeply spiritually and individually fulfilled, and I have so much more fulfillment to do, and I feel empty at times, but God, is it so wonderful that I don't have an echo chamber of norms that I fit into enough to make me live like a hollow life and think that it's fulfilling. So I'm an impressive person. I have online fans. I don't know if I'll be more than this, but I'm excited to find out. I'm open to possibility. I'm open to thinking that one day can be horrible and the next day your life can be changed forever. And whatever I become, I hope you like it.